One Piece, a fantasy epic of high seas exploration. Dungeons and Dragons, the collaborative storytelling experience that portals you away to any world of your imagining. What happens when you put these two global phenomena together? Well, it goes a little something like this. Rainforest, dead of night. Your mismatched marching band is dragged along by the chains binding you all together. 3 hours. Since you were each pulled from your forced slumber, you've trudged through the mire, heading God knows where. In D&D, the main storyteller is who we call the Dungeon Master, or DM. They're responsible for setting scenes, enforcing rules, and populating the world of the game with NPCs.
Hey, Seafood, where the hell are you taking us?
Sure, call our mysterious captors names. That'll definitely inspire them to let us go.
Sorry, Fur for Brains. Didn't consider that the maniac who jumped and abducted me would be willing to engage in civil discourse.
Oh, I could think of a few reasons why someone would want to jump you.
Ha ha ha.
While the DM acts out all the side characters, the main cast of D&D is made up of the players who each adopt the identity of their own custom-made heroes and villains. Once the game begins, I know this will sound all cringe and nerdy, but bear with me. You stop being anime YouTuber Mother's Basement, and your words are now those of Cypherpole 6 Special Agent, Bill Cherner.
How'd they break my cover?
We don't know that they have yet.
Of course, they kidnapped me with a bunch of pirates and marines because they needed someone to bust tables.
Alice, do you still have your flutes?
Both gone. Even the real one.
He collected everyone's personal effects when he brought us here. See the bag?
Think you can get something out without him noticing?
If I were closer up front, maybe. If I wasn't shackled, obviously.
I don't trust anyone up front to be better with their hands than you.
Then we just have to get him back here. Alice?
Hey, mister. I don't feel so...
Roll Deception. In D&D, whenever you try to do something that has a chance of failing, anything from hiding to attacking someone to lying, you have to roll the magical 20-sided dice we call the D20. The higher you roll, the more likely you are to succeed, with 1 always being a failure and 20 always being a success. Alice is attempting to trick the mysterious sea dweller into approaching her, so she has to roll a D20 to determine if her lies are convincing. 13. Not bad, but not super high either. This is a pretty middling result, which means there's a good chance her lies are seen through. However, that's where stats come in. Every creature divides their stat points into these 6 ability scores, and when you do something related to your high stats, you get a bonus to your roll. As a musician, Alice's highest stat is Charisma, so she gets a beefy +4, ramping her attempt at deception up to 17. Ability check successful.
Now's your chance.
I'm going for it.
Roll Sleight of Hand. On top of your base stats, every character has skills they have taken extra effort to hone. When someone uses one of these skills, on top of the bonus they get from their stats, they can add their proficiency bonus, the bonus you get for being proficient in the skill. Ability check successful.
Got it.
Surprise attack successful. 13 piercing damage dealt to Bill Cherner.
What was that?
The stealth squad is watching in case of any funny business. Orders to shoot. Get up and keep walking before they aim for you next. So he's not alone, yeah. I'd never lose a duel between men.
Pirates.
What?
Always so full of yourselves.
How did you know I was a pirate?
I was looking through the third-rate trash for someone my son could bring in on his first hunt.
I'm going to... Next time, Stealth Squad is shooting to kill.
You're lucky it isn't just the two of us.
We're here. A clearing in the forest. There's a pond being fed by a waterfall and a cave entrance in the cliff face behind that. Your captor places the bag of your equipment down and returns your belongings as he uncuffs each of you. You each get 7 days of rations. The sect master has set up a protective array to ward off beasts from approaching, so it's safe here. You are not allowed to harm one another in any way. If you attempt or are found to have done so, the stealth squad will eliminate you. If you attempt to leave the island, the stealth squad will eliminate you. If you attempt to interact with the stealth squad will eliminate you. You will be led away from here once the sect master arrives to address you. Goodbye.
Wait. You have unlawfully taken captive agents of the world government. I demand you release us at once, or face the full retaliation of the Marines for this crime.
Sect Master Ye is the only law you'll be answering to from now on, and you do well to remember that.
Cleansing.
Don't. It's just 7 days. Let's play along for now.
Now, that was a long intro, but this is where we really get started. While everything I've said so far has been in line with typical 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, that was just to provide some background on the basic rules you'll need to understand everything yet to come. I've spent years custom speccing D&D to make the ultimate One Piece specific rulebook, and today I'm here to share it. Thank you to all the amazing people who agreed to be a part of this. Let's get back to it. Forest Survival Log, Day 1.
When that Ye guy gets here, I'm going to give him a piece of my mind, Nyan. Who's with me?
There, Ketu. Let's find somewhere quiet to pass the time.
Hey there, man. You seem like the most normal one here. What do you think about teaming up until we find a way through this?
What do you think of pirates?
Those wastes of oxygen are half the problem with the world.
Half?
Don't want to say this too loud with the Marines nearby, but the world government's just as bad.
Yeah, that's definitely something you don't want them hearing. Yeah, sure. We can work together.
Sweet.
Are we just going to go along with all this?
Let's observe for a few days. I want to know more about what's going on before we act.
Yeah, scaredy cats.
Day 1. Small groups form, no incident. Forest Survival Log, Day 2. All parties remain within proximity of starting location, no incident. Forest Survival Log, Day 3. Team Cypherpole explores the designated safe zone and maps out the outer boundary, no incident. Forest Survival Log, Day 4. Incident.
Who was it when I get my hands on you? Nyan?
Of course. Everyone gets along until the mountain bandit decides to stir the pot.
It was you, wasn't it? Gigadli.
Whoa, calm down, man. What's going on?
Last night, someone stole all my food, and I think it was your friend, Nyan.
I had night watch, so I can assure you it wasn't him. He was asleep right beside me all night, and I was just about to take my turn to rest.
Huh. I knew pirates were dumb, but we all have limited resources, and you thought you could just sleep soundly while they're out in the open? That's a new low right there.
Die!
Charlie, stop! We don't have your food, man, so check somewhere else. Fighting will only get us all killed.
Whoever took my food, bring it back, or else.
Or else what, Fleabag? Funny, seeing a pirate mad, he finally got a taste of his own medicine.
If you took his food, give it back, Cassius.
Oh, I didn't pinch his catnip, sweetheart. If it smells anything like him, I couldn't bear to eat it.
Fine, Nyan. If no one's coming forward, when we get out of here in 3 days, I'm coming for all of you.
Forest Survival Log, Day 5. Tensions remain high. No incident. Forest Survival Log. Day 6. Team Cypherpole exits safe zone.
I guess the protective array really was doing its job.
What devil fruit ability could set up a ward to keep those things away?
I'd have to study it a bit more, but if this Sectmaster character can influence how those things behave, he isn't a target we can engage.
Let's fall back.
Too late.
What?
It noticed us.
Roll initiative. Whenever one creature tries to harm another, all parties interested in taking any form of action must make an initiative check. They all roll a d20 and add their dexterity to determine who goes first.
110 feet to the boundary. Prioritize escape. I'll lay it on Slick.
In One Piece D&D, all creatures have stamina points or SP. This is your energy gauge which most of your special abilities will draw from. Bill Turner expends his stamina here and uses his devil fruit to coat the ground in a layer of butter to allow him to slide along faster while making it too slippery a path for anyone else to follow. Roll to hit. When one creature wants to hit another, they must make what we call an attack roll. As I said, if it's to determine success, where there's a chance of failure, that's a d20. Creatures also benefit from an attack bonus that's usually from their strength for melee attacks and dexterity for ranged attacks. The number you need to meet is the target creature's armor class or AC. This is a measure of how hard they are to hit and deal damage to. For a normal creature, it's 10 plus their dexterity, but Honey can use
Tekai!
attack unsuccessful.
This thing's tough. We aren't beating both. Alice, it's up to you. Geppo!
Let's see how you like my Hymn of Rage.
Harmful effect detected. Make a wisdom saving throw. Some abilities aren't as simple or straightforward as moving or hitting someone really hard. Alice is playing a song that sends those who hear it into a frenzy. When a creature wants to resist such a special effect, they make what we call a saving throw. To resist getting knocked back, that's a strength save. Dex ducks you out of the way of an arrow trap, Constitution resists disease and poison, and so on. Alice's music affects a creature's mind, and that's going to be a wisdom save for the beasts to see through the trickery. Unfortunately, wild beasts aren't exactly the most wise. Saving throw unsuccessful. Creatures enraged.
Sorry!
Forest Survival Log. Day 7. All captives remain in the vicinity of the waterfall and cave. No incident. Forest Survival Log. Day 8.
Where the hell is he? I'm starving, Nyan. It was 7 days yesterday and there's no sign of that sect-leading son of
Be
a...
patient. We weren't told the sect master would be here in 7 days. We were just told we had 7 days of food.
Nyan. Patient? Easy for you to say when your food wasn't stolen. 4 days! I've been starving for 4 days, Nyan.
The big bad cat is hungry. Someone fill up his bowl.
Alright, go on and laugh, Nyan. But now, you're all out of food except whoever stole mine, and they're laughing at all the rest of us right now.
Forest Survival Log. Day 9. No incident. Forest Survival Log. Day 10. Hunger catches up with Kiddick before the rest of the camp. Exhaustion suffered. Current level 1. In D&D, characters recover their health and stamina when they rest. During the day, if they rest for a period of at least 1 hour, they can complete a short rest to recover some of their hit points and stamina points. When they sleep at night and engage in no strenuous activity for a period of at least 8 hours, they can recover to essentially 100% by completing a long rest. Unfortunately, a starving creature lacks the vitality to wash away their fatigue during a rest and instead gains a level of exhaustion for every additional day that passes without eating. Forest Survival Log, Day 11.
We all have to have run out of food by now. Why isn't anyone doing anything, Nyan?
They could have killed us while we were all passed out on the ship that brought us here. They want us alive.
Exhaustion suffered. Current level 2. Forest Survival Log, Day 12.
Hey, us pirates gotta stick together, Nyan. You've also got a snake to feed. I know you have to be starving bad.
Even if I wanted to go hunting, there's no way I trust a man to watch my back.
Fine. If you all want to stay here and starve to death because you're afraid of going out and getting your own food, be my guest. They just wanted to scare us, Nyan. I bet nothing's out there scarier than the beasts I've killed in the past. When I come back with a feast, don't you dare think of laying your hands on it.
Kiddick sets out of the safe zone. Forest Survival Log, Final Day.
He didn't come back.
And
We should send out a search party.
I get he's a cat, but I don't eat anything that's talked.
I meant to bring him back alive.
Since when does Castell the Winter care about pirates?
Since we might need all the help we can get to make it out and report this back to the higher-ups.
Always trying to do the...
Congratulations on passing the test of fortitude. With one among you having succumbed to the island, the first challenge has come to an end.
Who are you and what the hell's a test of fortitude?
Eyes but failed to recognize Mount Tai.
What?
I'm guessing you're the sect master we've been waiting for.
Indeed, I am the great venerable Ye Ning. Until you are admitted into the sect, you may refer to me as Venerable Ye.
Admitted into the sect?
Yes, the 8 of you have shown tremendous potential and have been selected as candidates to succeed my soaring 6 Sapphire sect.
Does anyone understand what this sicko's saying?
Nope.
Afraid not.
Venerable Ye, what exactly is your sect?
A gathering of crouching tigers and hidden dragons.
Uh-huh. And what exactly does becoming part of this group entail?
My followers shall stand beneath one above 10,000. Myself, my junior sect master, and our 4 pavilion masters have engaged for years in closed-door training, and now that our seclusion is over and our cultivations are peerless, we have determined it is time to gather capable disciples that we may expand into the outer world and make our names known to all who sail the seas and tread the lands.
What's in it for us if we join?
What's this?
An amulet of protection I refined myself. For so long as it surrounds your neck, you shall be impervious to harm.
Nice.
No need to be stingy, old man. Where's the goods for the rest of us?
For each of the tests that lay ahead, whomever shines the brightest shall have a great treasure bestowed upon them. Whoever performs least impressively shall perish.
We don't have the option to say no, do we?
Why would you turn down glory?
I think you're a creep.
I was doing pretty good.
I think you're broke.
Truly, a newborn calf fears not even the tiger. Whoever wishes to perish, step forth. There shall be one test less for each of you fools I purge.
Earth Rat, go for it.
It'll probably be less trouble to deal with 4 of you than 1 of him. No thanks.
It appears you know the immensity of heaven and earth. The second test begins now. For the test of will, you must overcome the impossible. Best 2 clones of yourself if you wish to progress.
I've got this. Aggro shuffle.
Looks like I'm the only one with an amulet. Let's see just how good this thing is.
I'm not getting swept up into that maniac's games. Not even I can find me unless I want to be. Winter Night.
Shigan!
When I get my hands on that geriatric geezer.
Roll initiative. Clone 1 uses low kick. Roll to hit. Attack successful. Roll damage.
Full counter, low kick, fierce.
Attack damage dispersed. Effect reflected. Roll a strength saving throw. Save unsuccessful. You are knocked prone.
You cheap knockoffs made a big mistake trying tactics over force. I'm taking at least one of you with me. Right boxing, crash!
Roll to hit. In D&D, sometimes you try to take a familiar action under circumstances that are more or less favorable than usual. Since Cassius is aiming at a target that's been knocked onto the ground, he can roll at what we call advantage. This means he can roll twice and choose the higher number. Attack successful. Roll damage. Every attack that successfully connects with its target deals damage. Since Cassius is using his strongest attack possible, this attack deals a lot of damage. The attacks a character can use are all custom designed, but naturally, the more powerful they are, the more taxing. Target incapacitated.
No, it's just one-on-one.
Anaerobic threshold exceeded. Character must now catch their breath. Since our energy gauge is the stamina meter and all attacks are physically draining, we have what we call the anaerobic threshold. This is the maximum amount of stamina you can use on one turn before your actions constitute anaerobic activity. Past this point, your actions consume more stamina than usual, and once you're done, you'll have to catch your breath and be unable to use stamina points for one turn. Think of this as the difference between how it feels to jog 100 meters versus sprint 100 meters. Cassius is gassed and defenseless against a version of himself at 100%. So what happens after this isn't pretty, and we're gonna skip around to see how the others are doing. Running away from the test of will. A shame we found our loser lasting not even the time it takes an incense stick to burn.
When the Marines find out about what you're doing.
Desert Man Labo thought the same when I first brought him in, yet still he remains all these years later. He accepted his fate and became one of my pavilion masters, but it appears to attempt to convince you would be to play the lute for a cow. Had your devotion been to the martial Tao, there may have been hope. A pity you chose instead to court death. Congratulations on being the 7 to hold out through another test.
How did all of them win?
I was still fighting.
Same here.
If I didn't hurt my... Hold on. My injuries.
The test of will was only to examine your temperament, a willingness to overcome the impossible. She of weakest will fell to the illusion and the test concluded. To pursue the Tao, one must blaze forward in spite of futility, ever believing that they are the chosen one destined for breakthrough. Only then is ascension attainable.
Venerable Ye, forgive our not being familiar with the terms you speak, but what is this Tao?
The way.
Can we leave yet? You have to have better things to do than this.
Such earnestness to see the next test.
That's not what I...
The third test, the test of wisdom, shall begin at once. Star of the second test, Cassius, yours was the most valiant of all battles, driving yourself deepest into peril. The Amulet of Might is yours.
That's more like it.
Wait, I actually won like you said we should.
Aren't you getting too invested in this?
I bet you'd be dead instead of Ice Queen if not for that amulet. Don't get too greedy.
Wow. He's actually proud of getting beat the worst out of all of us.
You are all within my array formation. Whoever first resolves and escapes it shall be rewarded with the Amulet of Vitality. Whoever remains last shall remain for an eternity.
Honey, can you handle it?
I'll give it a shot. Scrying!
In One Piece D&D, instead of your moveset being determined by a rigid class, every character is given slots to design the custom features they want to use. Depending on the effect of the feature, it can be classified as major and minor. Most characters will use these to design their attacks and pick up proficiencies in tools, weapons, and armor, but you can actually cook up techniques as kooky as your imagination allows, as long as you have the stamina to execute it and a logical reason your character would be able to pull it off. In most situations, this logical reason would be your skill set. Nami can predict the weather because she's a navigator, and Chopper can cure illnesses because he's a doctor. Every player character gets to pick a skill set of their own, and at certain levels they get slots for these super special techniques, skill set arts. They only cost 1 SP to use and have tremendous effects with only one real restriction. They can't directly deal damage. Honey's skill set is Detective, and his scrying sends his brain into overdrive to connect the dots when he's faced with a problem.
I picked up on a pattern and might know the way out. Here's what we need to do.
Got it.
Anyone got ideas?
The letters on the tiles are obviously the clue. We need to find a pattern.
Maybe it has something to do with the torches?
Dao.
Great. We've got one talking like the cult master now.
Oh, good find.
You see it too?
Hold on, what are we seeing?
The torches all spell out Dao.
The way.
I know how to use the torches to get out of here, but I'm only sharing if you agree to let me out first.
Roll Deception. Sometimes a character hones a skill to such a high level that it transcends proficiency. We call this expertise, and it allows a character to add double their proficiency bonus when making an ability check with that skill. Additionally, due to a character's special abilities, race, or in this case, occupation, they may be able to make certain ability checks at advantage even without special circumstances. As a Cypherpole agent, Bill Cherner's #1 specialty is lying. Ability check successful.
What about everyone else?
Once I have the amulet, that's none of my concern.
I'm in.
If you trust him, I guess I'll go along with it.
I guess I can give this round a pass.
Count me in.
Fine.
I'll bite.
Just like when he said Dao means the way, it's all connected to what he's told us so far. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9.
What?
Those are the torch numbers we have to stand at. Starting from the first torch in the Dao pattern, 1 is for the sect leader, 2 is for the junior, his successor, 4 for the pavilion masters, and 6 for the Soaring Six Sapphire sect.
7 and 9?
How many we are now and how many we were to start? Great find.
That's only 6.
Whoever remains last remains for an eternity.
Have fun with that, suckers!
Hey, we had a deal.
Roll Initiative.
I'll keep my promise. Number 9's mine.
Now, this would probably have been enlightening way earlier in the video, but on your turn in combat, you can take 1 action, 1 bonus action, and move a number of feet up to your speed. The main thing you try to do, like attack someone, hide, or use a special ability, is your action. Most times we saw combat so far in this video, that's what people used their actions for, but you can also take what we call the dash action. Juniper is trying to be first to her torch, so she's using this action to move the 30 feet she can usually move, then run an extra 30 feet after that to get as close as possible.
Try running after I lay it on slick.
No problem. Timeless body! I can destroy all the butter beneath my feet as I—
Attack of opportunity provoked.
Touch of death.
Roll to hit. In combat, when you leave the melee attack range of a hostile creature, that creature can use its reaction to make 1 melee attack against you. This range is usually 5 feet but varies with the enemy's size and choice of weapon. You only get one reaction per round, you don't normally get to use it on your turn, and they are only triggered in special circumstances like this. Attack unsuccessful.
Ha! Better luck next time, you dirty.
Attack of opportunity provoked.
Shigan.
Roll to hit. Attack successful. Roll damage. 21 piercing damage dealt to Cassius.
Come on, how do those freak arms still reach me? Just for that, I'm really making sure I'm getting Torch 1. Let's see what you do when I have 2.
Harmful effect detected. Make a Constitution saving throw. Save unsuccessful.
Ah!
Cultivation dissonance suffered. 50% of current stamina points deducted.
Looks like the sect leader's formation had some special features.
I guess bad guys do get what they deserve sometimes.
You know what? Eat lead.
Roll to hit. Attack unsuccessful.
You suck!
You missed too!
If no one's interested, number 7's all mine.
Can't he run straight?
He knows something. Smog.
Why'd you blind me too?
Use your ears!
Attack of opportunity provoked.
Not so fast. Shigan!
Roll to hit. Just as favorable situations allow you to roll the dice at advantage, unfavorable ones force you to roll at disadvantage. Since Charlie's smog created a region of darkness Alice can't see through, she has a hard time aiming accurately. Disadvantage means she has to roll twice and pick the lower dice result. Attack unsuccessful.
Soru!
Cultivation opportunity. Make a Constitution check to circulate energy. Check successful. Alice gains 14 temporary stamina points. Some special effects allow creatures to gain hit points or stamina points in excess of their normal maximums. These are deducted in combat before your current HP or SP, cannot be recovered once depleted, and are completely lost when you complete a long rest.
Awesome!
No way!
Hey, what happened? Okay, follow the sound. Keen hearing.
Roll perception. Check successful.
This way.
New round.
I left you number 1, but if it's first come, first serve, no hard feelings. I'm sure you understand.
Meditation session beginning. Make a Constitution saving throw to resist. Save unsuccessful.
Wait!
Meditation? Since when is meditation a bad thing?
Cultivation opportunity. Make a Constitution check to circulate energy. Check successful. Bill gains 11 temporary stamina points.
We'll see if those small boosts are worthwhile when I reach the torch first.
Chi refinement opportunity. Make a Constitution check to circulate energy. Check successful. Cassius' current stamina points doubled.
Ha! I got something too anyways.
Guided Qigong opportunity. Make a Constitution check to circulate energy. Check unsuccessful.
Ah, missed one. Why are these all jammed in one corner?
Meditation session beginning. Make a Constitution saving throw to resist. Save successful.
That's the one that mattered. Catch you later, losers. Oh, hell.
Chi deviation imminent. Make a Constitution saving throw to resist. Save unsuccessful. Cassius' current hit points halved.
Ah! That fossil put one mean booby trap at the end. That amulet of vitality better be worth it. Hey, this is supposed to be it. You mother.
Breakthrough opportunity. Make a Constitution check to circulate energy. Check successful. Honey max HP and max SP increased by 8.
Thanks for playing along.
You truly demonstrate what it means to have bamboo in your chest. The Amulet of Vitality is yours.
Thank you, Venerable Ye.
Your little posse's days are numbered.
The test of intellect has come to an end, revealing a wise dragon indeed. Now, for the fourth test...
Hey. It's been one thing after another since we got here. When are we gonna get to take a breather?
I've taken your meager cultivations into account. The fourth test is the test of commerce, and you shall be allowed plenty of rest and enough food for the next 72 hours.
You're joking.
I may appear stern, but I understand when juniors require time to recuperate.
He was talking about the test.
Pardon me, Venerable Ye, but test of commerce?
I told you we looked broke.
There are ways to contribute to the sect aside from pure martial ability, and this is an opportunity to prove your worth in that regard. Whoever returns with the most money in 3 days shall be rewarded with the Amulet of Haste, and whoever gathers the least shall meet their end.
I've busted gangs using these tactics.
Half the wanted posters I've read have some variation of this.
If you need money that bad, I think those amulets would fetch a good price. I could buy one if you...
Go! Your time begins now, and the Pavilion Masters have ships to ferry you wherever you wish for this time. Naturally, any attempts to escape and your competitors get a free pass through this exam.
Man, I got you with this test. Let me take the lead.
What bright idea do you have?
Dance concert.
You're joking.
I'm dead serious. Before I joined the Liberation Army, I was a career dancer. Watch.
Roll performance. Check successful.
You gave that up for a life of crime. I don't know much about dancing, but I'd pay to watch a performance like that once in a while.
I didn't want to give it up, man. I had no choice. The thing the government's been getting away with, it has to stop. And if no one else is stepping up, I will.
I'll take first watch. Get some rest.
We're out of the forest and we have Sect Masters guys with us. We can skip the watch.
You trust people too easily. That guy's here to watch us, not watch out for us. Better safe than sorry.
You're right. Wake me up when it's time to switch shifts.
Roll stealth. Check successful. Successful.
Let's just clean out the commercial district. If we rob all the stores there, we should be clear of the other 3.
This is a world government member nation. Disrupting their economy hurts their ability to pay the heavenly tribute.
It's going to take way too long to find all the criminal hideouts and loot enough for 3 of us to pass the test.
What do you suggest?
Hey, barkeep, got any jobs?
Well, my regular waitress just had a...
Real, high-paying jobs.
What are you coming to me for, then?
Half the guys I busted for committing petty crimes said they got their information from bars.
I'm an upstanding business owner. You can't profile me just because I don't have a Main Street location.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You need to talk to the hooded guy in the corner. People come for him every single night and leave without even buying drinks. Dirty scoundrels.
Hey you, is what he said true?
Depends who's asking.
Muscle for hire.
In that outfit?
Will it be a problem?
Yeah, man, you're filthy and smell like wet dog.
I noticed too and tried to be polite. He was asking for a job, so I thought he was homeless.
You try living in the woods with subhumans for 2 weeks. Do you have a job or not?
Transporting high-value slaves discreetly off the island in 2 days.
Any humans?
I said high value.
I'm in. What's the pay?
I've got 45 million berries to find 3 strong sets of hands.
Trust me, I'm worth more than 3.
Sir, I saw a group of pirates trashing up stores in the commercial district.
Roll deception. Check successful. Code 9 in Area 6. I repeat, Code 9 in Area 6. Don't worry, girlie. The Marines are on it.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I've been practicing really hard, and I have a song I'd like you all to hear.
Sorry, kid, this isn't a place for
Lullaby.
no successful wisdom saving throws. All targets asleep.
Honey, you're up.
Unearth!
What are we working with?
70 million.
Exactly enough to cover our unclaimed salaries and help government agents escape infield hazards. Happy?
How do we split it?
I doubt all three of them will find a way to 15 million without getting into trouble. Alice, let's take 20 apiece and let Bill go for the amulet.
Alright.
Appreciate it, guys.
It's always been a team effort.
Third day. 1 hour before ships have to return with test takers.
Hey, barkeep!
Good morning. Got all cleaned up for your job, I see. When do you start?
6 hours ago, the guy never showed.
Oh, I didn't see him around last night either, but I thought he was just getting ready for the job. I guess they must have got him too.
What? Explain.
The Marines got robbed a couple nights ago, so they went ballistic and stripped through the island, arresting and robbing everyone suspicious looking to get their money back.
Of all the... Barkeep, how much you got?
Sonny, I understand sometimes in life are hard, but robbing a poor old guy like...
I'm not robbing you. I may have been kicked out of the Marines, but even I got lines. I do need you to understand, though. This is a matter of life and death, and I need as much as you can give.
Well, I can spare you some money, but I'll need you to do something for me first.
Alice?
20 million berries.
Excellent, you've done well. Honey?
20 million berries.
If you shared it evenly between yourselves, it will be difficult to determine who to grant the amulet.
30 million berries.
I had already determined your abilities to be fierce, but to excel in every field is truly deserving of praise. When your enlistments are made official, I shall surely not eat meat and drink soup. Cassius, have you as well prepared an impressive sum?
35.
What?
Glorious, it appears.
1,000. 35,000.
For tigers to be mighty, there must be cows for them to feast upon. Relish in these moments while I complete the tally. Charlie.
47 million.
You mean 47 split between you and the other guy, right?
Hold on. Where is Furball?
Burn strike.
Why?
Subaru the Blight. Liberation Army Lieutenant. Grand Line Conference. Bounty? 47 million berries. There's only one way a guy like me knows how to make money, and you're the only bounty left to chase.
I trusted you.
You trust people too easily. Subaru won't be joining us.
In that case, the Amulet of Haste is yours. Since Subaru failed to return on time or with any money, the test is concluded with his loss and you all progress to the final test. The test of might. Though unlikely, this will be the only test where it is possible for any number of you to pass or fail. You will need to work together in combat against one opponent. The junior sect leader and pavilion masters shall all be in attendance to evaluate your combat ability. Prepare well, for tomorrow night it all comes to an end.
Sorry about the amulet.
Let's just get ready for the next test.
Nice work, getting rid of the mutt.
Get some rest. Big day ahead of us.
Before the final test unfolds, I want to give a special thanks to the patrons. I haven't always had much to offer, but they've stuck around and are the only reason I could afford to make this video. All the rulebooks, player profiles, character sheets, and art of the player characters are available on my Patreon, where I'm having a special deal running until the end of this month. I usually only have time to play One Piece D&D with the dungeon crawlers, but if you join now, not only do you get all the current OP D&D resources regardless of what tier you join, but you're also invited to play with me for the next video like this I have planned. I'd really love to be able to do this full time and make the biggest and best videos possible for all you guys on a reasonable schedule, but videos like this take a super long time to make and don't always perform too well. If you join the Patreon, you're helping make a dream come true for me, so I hope you'll consider it. Back to the video. Welcome to my cave abode.
He really was broke.
I have activated the array around my cave so no one can enter or exit until the test has concluded.
Who are we going to be fighting?
Me. But worry not, the 5 of you trying to defeat me would be like an insect trying to stop a moving car. You need not win, and I shall be merciful. Simply display your wit and might before I subdue you.
Don't get in my...
Begin. Roll initiative.
Geppo. Soru. Hymn of Rage.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Save unsuccessful. You are enraged.
He's focused on me.
Cave in.
Make a strength saving throw. Save unsuccessful. You are restrained. Amulet of Haste special effect. Additional action available.
Bounty burner. Low.
Target restrained. Roll to hit at advantage. You missed.
Jeez, what's the guy made of?
Rice and bean bullet!
Target restrained. Roll to hit at advantage. You hit. Roll damage. 18 piercing damage plus 12 poison damage. Poison status imminent. Make a constitution saving throw. 1000 poisons immunity. Save successful. 1000 poisons immunity. Poison damage nullified. 18 damage dealt to Yan Ning. Amulet of Vitality special effect. Anaerobic respiration not triggered. For various reasons, creatures might be strong or weak against certain types of attacks. Vulnerability doubles the number of hit points you lose from damage inflicted. Resistance allows you to lose half hit points, and immunity prevents you from losing health from that damage type.
This isn't going to be easy.
Yan Ning is enraged. Throwing weapon at nearest target. Roll to hit. You hit. Roll damage. 7 slashing damage plus 17 radiant damage from sword chi plus 12 cold damage from frost chi. Amulet of protection active. 36 damage absorbed.
Glad I wore this thing.
End of turn. Repeat save against rage. Save successful. You are no longer enraged. Excellent mystic art. A pity its strength has yet to be reinforced.
If you want strength, how's assault and buttery?
Barrage attack. Target restrained. Roll to hit at advantage. 5 hits, 3 misses. Roll damage. 11 slashing damage. Fortress. Damage nullified. 7 slashing damage. Fortress. Damage nullified. 9 slashing damage. Fortress. Damage nullified. 6 slashing damage. Fortress. Damage nullified. 10 slashing damage. Fortress. Damage nullified. Anaerobic threshold exceeded. Character must now catch their breath.
Anyone else not liking our chances?
If he isn't focused on the girl, nothing's stopping me anymore. Crash!
Target restrained. Roll to hit at advantage. Critical hit. When making an attack roll, if the dice result, the roll before you apply any bonuses, is a 20, then you hit, even if the total would have missed with the bonuses applied. Additionally, the number of dice you normally roll for that attack's damage is doubled.
Ripe boxing.
Certain abilities allow you to add additional damage to attacks after you know you have hit, and Cassius is taking advantage of his critical hit to deal as much damage as possible while he can. He is using his Mature Fruit's power to age and kill the cells of Ye Ning's body as he connects, so the attack deals even more damage. Amulet of Might special effect triggered. Damage die doubled. Roll damage. 239 bludgeoning damage. Martial Guard. Bludgeoning damage resisted. Uncanny Dodge. Damage halved. 60 damage dealt to Ye Ning. Anaerobic threshold exceeded. Character must now catch their breath.
That strike was incredible. Even my pavilion masters would be endangered if that was allowed to connect.
Yeah, someone else take the lead.
New round. Make a wisdom saving throw. Save successful. Not this time, dear.
Bounty burner. Low.
Roll to hit. You missed.
Don't you have anything stronger?
Do you want me to let go of the restraint to do it?
Fine, Shigan!
You hit.
Electro!
Like Cassius, Electro can be used after an attack has connected, and this is one of the abilities every Mink is capable of using. Depending on a character's race, in addition to different stat bonuses, a character receives a number of exclusive features and traits. Roll damage. 17 piercing damage plus 8 lightning damage. Martial Guard. Piercing damage resisted. 16 damage dealt to Ye Ning.
Can anyone else use lightning?
Nope.
No.
You know what I can do.
Do I look like a furry rat creature?
You seriously can't quit the racism even when it matters?
An unwavering heart. That is why you are my champion of will, Cassius. Now, that's enough playing around. Flame Chi. Restraint broken.
We're in trouble.
Sky enclosing palm.
Holy.
Make a dexterity saving throw. 36 bludgeoning damage dealt to Charlie. 18 bludgeoning damage dealt to Bill, Cassius, Honey. Grave damage threshold exceeded. Make a Constitution saving throw. When an attack is truly overwhelming, there exists a chance that you suffer lasting damage from it. We call this grave damage. The type of grave damage you suffer varies with damage type, and the amount of health you must lose in one attack to suffer this damage is the grave damage threshold. The percentage of your total health that represents this threshold varies with level. Bill has suffered grave damage. Left arm broken.
What happened to holding back?
I am.
I'll need you guys to pick up my slack.
Attack missed.
I've done the most work here. Let me catch my breath.
Attack missed. New round.
Honey, cover your eyes.
Wait, you said?
Desperate times.
Full moon.
Marvelous. Even I was unaware of this mystic power. To catch my eye with only half your abilities is a feat.
Yeah. Allure of the Seas. Geppo. It's just you and me now.
Bravery or ignorance? A wonder indeed.
Smog. Open pit. Blast.
29 fire damage dealt to Ye Ning.
It appears I'll need to continue training my body to be impervious to heat and cold to keep these new disciples in line.
Senzu beans!
11 Senzu beans produced. 2 levels of exhaustion suffered. Senzu bean consumed. 7 hit points recovered.
New disciples? Does that mean the test is over?
Not until I've subdued all of you. Be glad. If it ended now, you wouldn't all live. But it is time to wrap things up, and I'll start with a lesson for you. Dragon Lance.
You hit. 54 piercing damage, plus 13 fire damage, plus 16 radiant damage. Amulet of Protection active. 64 damage absorbed. Amulet of Protection overloaded. 19 piercing damage dealt to Alice. Though I may be a masterful artifact refiner, no quality of tool is sufficient when one's cultivation is lacking.
Rankyaku.
You hit. 27 slashing damage. Uncanny dodge. Damage halved. 13 slashing damage dealt to Ye Ning.
Good. With that level of attack, you should be worth passing. Since everyone has qualified, why don't we end the test here?
No.
You hit. 9 piercing damage. Fortress. Damage nullified.
Cassius, what are you doing?
I'm not buying his act. He looks just as beat up as we do. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't plan on joining his cult. And I don't think we're gonna get a better chance to escape than after he's let us beat him this close to death without really fighting back.
New round. You're going to regret that misguided notion.
I don't think he will. Comet crack!
Allure of the Seas binding active. No save opportunity. 31 bludgeoning damage dealt to Ye Ning.
Stop this at once!
I'll be needing one of those.
Senzu Bean consumed. 5 hit points and 9 stamina points recovered.
I guess I'll play along.
Su Long Mastery not yet attained. Make a Charisma saving throw. Save unsuccessful. Rampage beginning. You hit. 12 slashing damage plus 11 lightning damage. Martial Guard. Slashing damage resisted. 17 damage dealt to Ye Ning. Make a Constitution saving throw against exhaustion. Save successful.
I'll make all of you regret this.
Constitution stat-locked boon activated. 113 hit points and 89 stamina points recovered. Exhaustion suffered. Current level 1. As you raise your stats past a certain point, you unlock special boosts that benefit you both in and out of combat. Since Ye Ning is a high-level character with maxed out constitution, he can use the stat-locked boon that allows him to rest as an action in exchange for 1 level of exhaustion. He has also picked up the even higher level abilities that you can only learn once you have a maxed out stat. These are known as mastery boons, and he has both Fortress and Tireless. These negate damage below a certain level and raise his anaerobic threshold respectively.
Action Surge. Nascent Soul.
Cassius, look what you made him do!
You agreed with me.
Butter up.
Save successful.
Sentencing.
Save successful.
Not one of you can hold me down unless I let you.
New round.
Prepare to meet your end.
Lullaby.
Save unsuccessful. Ye Ning and Honey are asleep.
Bounty.
No! You'll wake him up. Everyone grab Honey's senzu beans and get ready to wail on him.
Senzu beans consumed. Hit points and stamina points recovered.
Cassius, the energy protecting him is gone and he can't dodge. Can you get him with one of those punches you landed before?
Oh, hell yeah. Right boxing. Crash!
You hit. Target is unconscious and within 5 feet. Strike upgraded to critical. Amulet of Might special effect activated. Damage die doubled. 232 bludgeoning damage dealt to Ye Ning. Target incapacitated. Target unstable. Bleeding out.
Shigan!
You hit.
Burn strike.
You hit.
Beam bullet!
You hit.
Rankyaku!
You hit. 3 failed death saves exceeded. Ye Ning is dead.
Overkill much?
You weren't the only one who wanted to hit him.
The protective array is coming down.
Now what do we do about the other sect members?
Run!
Don't forget to check out the Patreon to be in the next one of these, and many thanks to everyone who participated. This has been Kenchan, nerding out.